Have you ever felt like you're behind in the garden? Like everyone else seems to know what they're doing and you're just trying to keep up? If you felt like that, you're not on your own. And in the last video, we started looking at something really important: how the way you think about your garden can change how it feels to be in it. And I want today to take it a step further, because this feeling of being behind, it shows up more often than you might think. You look at other gardens, you see what other people are posting, what's not been done in your own space, and it creates this quiet pressure that you should be further ahead, that you should know more than you do, that you should be doing better than you actually are. And if that stays unchecked, it slowly starts to knock your confidence. So in this video, I want to help you see why that feeling happens and how to start letting it go. Over the years, working with gardeners and having conversations with people in their gardens, I've noticed something very consistent. A lot of people I speak to are women who care deeply about their gardens, but quietly feel they're not quite getting it right. They look at what others are doing, they compare, they question their own decisions, and that feeling of being behind starts to creep in. But more often than not, it's not the lack of ability, it's a lack of self-trust. The first thing to understand that being behind isn't a real place. There isn't a timeline for gardening. There isn't a point at where you're supposed to be right now. Every garden is different. Every space is different. And every person is different. So when you feel like you're behind, you're usually measuring yourself against something that doesn't apply to you. The second thing that happens is comparison. It starts to distort what you're seeing. You stop noticing what's working and your attention goes straight to what isn't. You overlook progress. You overlook growth. You overlook how far you've actually come. And instead, you focus on the gap. And I've felt this myself at different points, where no matter how much I was doing, it still felt like it wasn't quite enough. Like the standard kept moving, and I was always trying to catch up to something. And that feeling, it doesn't build confidence, it slowly takes it away. So what's the shift? It's bringing your attention back to your own garden, not someone else's, not an ideal version of what your garden should be, but what's actually in front of you. What's growing, what's improving, what you're learning as you go along. Because confidence in gardening doesn't come from being ahead. It comes from staying with it. And I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself, where have you convinced yourself you're behind, when actually you're just in the middle of learning? If this resonates and you're starting to realize that maybe you're not behind, maybe you've been just looking at it in the wrong way, I've put together a simple guide to help you do exactly that, to help you understand what you're seeing before you decide what to do. It's a real calm and practical way to step back and to start building confidence in your garden without feeling overwhelmed. You can download it below. Because Here's something worth thinking about. The people who feel the most behind are often the ones who care the most. And that isn't a weakness. And in the next video, I want to show you something that might feel uncomfortable at first. Because once you stop feeling behind, the next instinct is to try and fix everything. But what I'm going to show you is why leaving parts of your garden messy might actually be one of the best decisions you can make. And remember, every plant grows with care, and so do you.